Hello people, welcome to Michaeltechroom. You know who I am if you've been following the YouTube channel. If you're new to this, I'm Michaeltechroom. Or my nickname is Michaeltechroom. Before Michaeltechroom. So, and yes, I do have another YouTube channel name, my real name. So, you can look at the other channel that I have a link over too. So, but anyway. So, what we're gonna do after the intro is I'm gonna explain what I do what I do before I do the window installation or reinstall or clean the night. Well, let's say you need to reinstall window, okay? So, after the intro, we will talk about the ways I do it, and we're gonna show you a couple tidbit of reinstalling Windows 2. So we're gonna be back, alright? Okay, so one of the things we need to prepare is I would imagine is you would have a lot of photos, picture document, and music. I would imagine you do have those. So if you do have a portable hard drive, then copy and paste it. If you don't have a portable hard drive, if you don't know what a portable hard drive looks like, I will show you I will show you real quick. This is a portable hard drive that you normally use to travel around with. So, get yourself a WD portable, Seagate, or Toshiba, or whatever brand of hard drive you have a good luck with. So, another thing too is make sure your drive doesn't encrypt your data, because some of these portable hard drive will encrypt with no they do it by default, so it's not like you have option to do it. So mostly it's Western Digital. So if you need to recover file off your portable hard drive, to go with the Seagate, or go with hard drive manufacturer that don't have the encryption on by default. So now Western Digital do have a software for this, but I don't use their software. And there's a lot of utility software to encrypt. So, but if you're type person don't need to encrypt, which like I don't need to. I don't want to encrypt because I need easy access to my data. So, I'm always afraid that I will forget my password. So there's no easy way out once you forget your password. So, that's why I never encrypt. So hopefully I get another one, or in the future buy another one. Probably will buy Seagate, um, being Seagate doesn't encrypt, and plus Seagate and plus Seagate and Western Digital have both a similar lifespan. Um, so if you don't have one, hold yourself. Don't do the process yet. This is a lot of common mistake. A lot of non-techie people don't know you can copy file. They don't know it exists. So, but now people should be aware of these now. But yeah. If you don't have one, just go up to the store and grab one. And plus they're very cheap too these days. So usually you can, if you have a coupon or what or something, usually you can get one of those. And it doesn't hurt to have 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte drive. And it depends on what hard drive size you have in your computer too. So, and it depends on how much photo you put on. So, you know, if you have 1 terabyte, that get yourself 1 terabyte. If you have 2 terabyte, get yourself 2 terabyte. If you know you have a lot of photo. If you're a type person don't store a lot of photo on your computer, let's say you only have a small amount, get yourself 1 terabyte. If you know you only have, if you have only a little bit. Another way to calculate it is on your File Explorer or your Window File Manager. A lot of time you can right click and figure out the size. It will give you a pretty nice pie size. Normally Windows does it, so you can look from now, and that's where you can calculate um, uh, the folder size. Don't calculate whole hard drive. Don't. That only calculate your music document and your photo and music. Hopefully I don't repeat it. So do it individually and kind of add them, or unless you can somehow group them. Maybe I'm not sure. Um, but anyway, your personal document, to make sure you back them. Then software 2. This is kind of a depending thing too. A lot of people don't go into point of deactivating the software. So, or some software have a limitation of activating or their license towards that window installation you have. So, that make sure of that and see if you have an option to transfer to another Windows. So, or what. But when you do reinstall, that be prepared for a new software license. Depending, I know antivirus, they have that thing where they have a limitation. Some version of the software will have a limitation of how many times you can activate and how many PC you can put on too. So, and hopefully your software support call will be very helpful to you if your software license term. Hopefully. So, but for me, I only have one things to deactivate is I have Adobe Element. So most of the time I've been doing this a lot too, where I know if I were gonna do a window installation, most of the time I make sure I deactivate. So right now I haven't went into the issue yet with Adobe Element. So, but stuff might be different. Like I said, most of you probably have a different software version of this or that. So, that makes sure you can see if you can deactivate. But if you can't, if you looked at your software pro key license term, if you can't transfer it or what, if it's one of those license key that you have to buy a whole new one, yeah, let's get a whole new one. At this point, I know what to. I don't know how to explain it. All I can give you advice for is let's check with the software manufacturer of the license key, um, and if you can deactivate it, great. But if you got one of the software that only activate once, then I think you're in tough luck there. And like I said, I think you probably have to buy a new one, but that's maybe the software manufacturer would have a way for you to help. So, but so pretty much, I think. Excuse me with the tripod. Um, I believe these are the two things. Um, that's deactivating software and document. But if you're the type of person don't store a lot of important photos and document music on the computer, um, it shouldn't take you too long, and of course depend on the software too. So assume that you don't have a lot of paid software. I mean, if you have one or two paid software, and assume that you can deactivate, should be really quick. Um, but if you don't, if your software is not like that, it may take a little bit longer to figure it out. But for me, what that's what I'm gonna be doing. Actually, I'm just gonna go into one software and deactivate. The another thing too I want to mention too is, excuse my speech if I don't sound correctly. Uh, open the software and export project. Like I'm using DaVinci Resolve for my video editing, and I know I had to export those videos too. So um, uh, but other than that, what I'm gonna do is stop the camera, do a couple of things to Windows. That's deactivate and this and that. So, but anyway, we'll see in the moment. Okay, so I ran into the issue with this. So I don't know. If I go to the help section, it talk about if you have this screen, you may have ran into you might have to get a new version because you have activated and deactivated too many times. So this is the issue I've ran into. So good time to contact your manufacturer, see if see what you can do or what. So anyway, I'm gonna figure this out. All right. Okay, so the bad news with Adobe Element 8.1. Unfortunately, what tend to happen with these activation things is sometimes these activation things require to talk to a server. Well, I have a funny feeling that Adobe kind of changed their server, and being this is a um, this version that came with my Wacom tablet, that came, unfortunately, it's a pretty old version. It's like 8.0, so yeah, 8.0 Photoshop Element. So being this is pretty old, unfortunately, I have to take the risk, see if it will give me more chance. If it doesn't, I guess I have to figure out a new version or what, because that's gonna be sucks. Because I'm a type person who don't like to go to the latest greatest software. Sometimes I'm a little bit old. Sometimes I like the little bit older software. Sometimes, so I'm one of those suckle into it. So, but if you're one of those person that's like, oh well, I don't care if I have to get a new version. Um, might not be a big deal to you, but today for me it's kind of yeah. So yeah. So sometime being the software so outdated, um, you might have to get a whole new one. But if you're lucky that you can reactivate, then great. But if you're not so lucky, yeah, so you have to get a whole new version. So, unfortunately. So, what I'm gonna do is gamble with my dice and see how it works. Other thing too is, to unplug any accessory, from your computer, even a card reader. Actually, I unplugged the header, so I have a, yeah, that doesn't. But, if you have any accessory like printer, label maker, um, a couple accessories, just unplug those so, you don't run into any issue when you reinstalling Windows, so, because I know sometime like a label maker or a printer sometime can cause some instability issue once you reinstall. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reboot the computer into the BIOS or the UFI, whatever it is. So good thing with this Asus motherboard is I just have to tap to delete. But if you have like an OEM PC from Acer, Lenovo, or HP, chances are you might have to go with function F2 or what. Some silly little stuff. So, as you can see, what I'm going to do is bring the camera up close to the BIOS screen, or to use my GoPro. So, what I'm going to probably do is do a little more than I can for you people. So, now this GoPro is not going to be the best, it may not be the clearest, but oh well. And as thing to the BIOS, I can't do a screen capture on the BIOS, or I don't have no capture card in my room as we speak, but maybe in the future that will change. So, let's on the GoPro in, let's turn on or record. So, as you can see, this is my motherboard BIOS or UEFI, so, but mostly it's still BIOS. Well, actually it's a UEFI because it's got that fancy mouse pointer. So what I'm gonna do is go to boot, and this may take me a while. Let's see here, what's on this queue boot? So let's go back. There we go. So we're gonna do. Now, depending on which operating you're reinstalling, if you're reinstalling Windows 7, depend on the legacy mode, or leave that default, but if you want to take advantage of the UFI, feel free to take the advantage of it. So, I'm going to take advantage of the UFI, so we're going to tell it to go to UFI only. And other devices, still fine. I will leave that legacy or, yeah. There we go. Leave that as legacy for now. But the operating system mostly. Then go. So if you have multiple hard drive like I do, what I'm gonna do is instead of going in my case and and unplugging the cable, I'm just gonna go in the motherboard and disable most of the SATA ports, and hoping that that they don't show up in the window, hopefully. So let's see here, 60. So there should be 4 drives. Oh boy. So I don't know what's wrong with my GoPro, so we'll see. Oh, I see, it was dead. Okay. So hopefully I got that 4. Hopefully I did. And now the GoPro is trying to sync up. There we go. So let's see here. So what did I left off? Oh man. GoPro, really? We in the friggin' BIOS. Oh boy. Oh well. So, I guess it's the Canon tone, I guess. But I don't know. It's a little bit annoying that I don't know if it's got the whole thing or not. So, I will review that process just in case, unless I can zoom in. I don't know. I don't know if I can or what. It looked like I could. There we go. So, as you can see, in the BIOS, I'm disabling the SATA port on the motherboard, so I'm doing this counting, if it's counting all of them, so, should be this. So I should have total 4 hard drive counted, so, 320, that's what we're gonna pull it out. That's okay. Excuse that. SATA mode. Oh. Well, I guess we keep it as HCI because I thought this is going to be in UFI, not HCI, so. I might as well go in the boot, show you what the heck, just in case the dang GoPro decide go. I thought the GoPro was recording, but, yeah, see here. We put in UFI, hopefully you can see. So, look like you can. Okay, there we go. You should see now. And a little 15-minute time limit marker. It's gonna go out. But as you can see, so if you, like I said, depending on the operating system, Windows 8.1 and Windows 10 is only the operating system will take advantage of the UFI BIOS. So, but if you're using like Windows 7 or Linux Mint, I'm not quite sure if Linux Mint will support UFI, but if you need to, you can put in legacy mode. If the Linux doesn't take advantage, should we say? So, that the only 2 things in the BIOS that or the UEFI that's change it into UFI mode and excuse me, and disabling the SATA port on my motherboard. There's a couple, at least 4 SATA port I need to disable. So pretty much that's pretty it. So if we go exit, okay, you can see, and save the change and reset, and yes, it's letting us know we made those changes. So okay, so that's pretty much it. Then the next thing we need to do, okay, so yep, the 15-minute time walk went off. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go right here. So as you can see, if we pan up, you can see it went back to the BIOS because it couldn't find an operating system in U5. But if I put in Legacy mode, it will find Windows. It will find its operating system. But right now, as we speak, the operating system we currently installed. If you don't remember what I did, a couple months ago, is what I did is I took, I installed Windows 7, then did a upgrade with Windows 8.1. So that's pretty much what I did. And sad thing when you do that upgrade, you're stuck in HCI mode. So that's really the sad thing. It looked like I'm out of focus. There we go. So you can see. So some of you may not know this guy is, and if you've been following the YouTube channel for a long time, you would know. But if you're new to the YouTube channel, this is a hot swap, drive bay. So what I'm gonna do is pull it out. Now currently this drive is still spinning, I believe. So what I'm gonna do is let's sit there for a bit, and it should be stopped spinning. Maybe not. It should. So as you can see, I have removed the drive easily. So as you can see, this is the original hard drive. So if I zoom in and excuse the non-professional look, there we go. So you can see right here, this is a 320 gig hard drive. Here's the model number under the S/. Any date? Is there any date on it? Yeah. I'm pretty sure when I'm off the camera, I'm pretty sure I will find the, I'm pretty sure I will find the date. So, set down here, and I will film how you do that. So. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is grab my CD with Windows 8.1. You can do a USB stick if you really want to. So, but I like the physical disc. I like the physical. I've been the big fan of disc. Not disc. DVDs yeah, it's a DVD on. Unfortunately, I don't know how you can do it on the CD, but unfortunately you have to do it on the DVD. So what I'm gonna do, give it a minute to read. What I'm gonna do is do the same thing. Just going to change and exit because I didn't change nothing. So, oh, come on. It should boot the off of the but look like it doesn't want to boot off of the CD. It's a DVD. I'm saying the CD to make it easy on my speech. So um yeah. So what I'll do is shut it off and return it on. Come on. Come on, read the disc. Come on, read the disc. And we should have a problem, but press any key. Now I could go Alt Control Delete, but I have to be on the certain menu to do that, so what I'm hoping is by force shutting down the PC and rebooting it, hoping that will get to read the DVD. And look like it did doing that did made it to read the DVD. So some system will automatically go to the DVD if there's nothing on the hard drive. So but if you had like a current window installation, you do have to tell the motherboard go to the DVD. So I think too I should mention is being it's Window 8.1, it's going to ask you a prompt key. Now here's a tidbit. My best advice is on the interweb there is a 30-day prompt key to get by that stupid window. So also we don't want to put our activation number in the window right off the bat. We want to at least we will activate the window later once we get everything work out. So once we get the driver install and the software, and after a couple of days, if it works out for a couple weeks, so if it works out for like 5 weeks, then I would say at least activate window. So because there was apparently a certain number of how many times you can reactivate Windows too. So what I'm gonna do is go into my phone, and go to my Google Doc because I do have the 30 days. So I did take notes of it. So there we go. Window trial mode. There we go. So they do have trial mode for the Pro Edition and for the Home Edition too. So we want the Pro. So I may zoom in. So excuse that. Excuse that. I feel bad for you people how unprofessional this is, but right now, it's hard to do it. So for the Pro, we'll go XHQ 8 NC I see. The num lock was off. We want Q8. There we go, Q8. D3. Okay, I guess we're gonna start over. What I'm gonna do is stop recording, being this is going to take me forever to enter in that party. So, we'll be back, okay? Okay, so I finally re-enter in the... I finally re-enter in the party. The trial product key. So, what we're gonna do is hit next. And hopefully we can get past by the screen. I can hear the optical drive going, or spinning up. I have a funny feeling that... there we go. So as you can see, this is one of the tips. If you were thinking of reinstalling Windows 8.1. Of course, I don't do something stupid, so... and yes, as you can see. That's funny. We fun... What the heck? Procedure, I guess. And yeah, we're in the warranty. We'll go to the custom and... Actually, you've seen how people do it, so... You have seen people... You have seen a lot of people reinstall Windows, so... I just want to show you that, so... Why is video project... ST... Okay, I'll get unplug the hard drive. I saw disabling the SATA port on these hard drive will help, but I'm finding out that it's not. Yeah, that's... Hopefully you can see, but... Wait here. That person not be showed up. I scrambled down. I saw I disabled the SATA port, so... Yeah, I'm going to unplug it. So, if we're going to unplug it... Okay. Yeah, that took a while. And this is going to be a 1 hour. So I'm going to do hit refresh. So, that should disappear off of the list. There we go. So as you can see, now we only have 2 partitions. One is the system resolved. And hopefully you can see. If you can't see, I will zoom in the editing process for you people. So yeah, like I said, we got the system resolved, and now the big partition, the primary, that'd be the ASUS primary. So I guess we format it. Sad thing is when you do that in Windows doesn't keep the label, the same label, unfortunately, so we'll go next. And it's going to do its thing. So we can get back to me. And this is a good time to watch a movie or or distract yourself. So, and as you can hear, it's quite a noisy optical, but you know, that's, excuse that again, that's part of the thing with optical drive, or when you're using optical drive, so, but, anyway, so, I guess while we do that, let's mount this to the sled, so, there's 4 screws at the back, but, let's show you, because, in this box right here, we do have a 1 TB drive. Does smell pretty nice too. So, like I said, we got 1 TB drive. So, let's see here. My first time. Actually, let's do a scissors. Oh, excuse me. Fortunately, the tripod is in the tight spot. I want to reuse a static bag for other stuff, so I'm gonna make it look neater. It's nice that there's a pull tab, but yeah. So this is gonna be another 1 hour video. Yada yada yada. Just kind of ground myself. There we go. Trying to avoid not touch the circuit board. There we go. So this is a 1 TB drive for the games. So yeah. So this original hard drive I've built did pretty good. It got me by just fine, but obviously the sad thing is a lot of the Steam game are taking up a huge file size on this drive. This drive is almost completely full of Steam game, sadly to say. So it's almost filled up, so that's a good thing. And I should show you, I do have that SATA to USB adapter, so I can copy my current Steam game library in my, Origin game? Not Origin. EA? I don't know. Can't think now. But I can copy some of these contents, not every, but some, like my picture document, Steam, there's other stuffs. And I can transfer it over to this, so that's what I'm gonna be, doing. So, what I'm gonna do is readjust the camera angle. Excuse that again. While that is doing this window, installation, process, so we will be back, okay? Okay, so we're gonna, get this caddy right there, this back caddy plate, and transport it over to this new hard drive right there. So what I'm gonna do is move that to off the side, put this at back, and there was 4 screws on the back of the drive. So that's too big. That's too big. There we go. There we go. So, this has been installed for quite some time, so the screw is a little bit frozen. But you shouldn't have to be that tight, quite honestly. It should be hard to say how tight. It doesn't need to be like totally torqued down. But yeah. 4 screws. Very simple process. Like I said, this is a this is a hot swap. There's a hot swap drive bay adapter that you don't have to worry about unscrewing. This particular one, this is made from IC Dock. This particular model you do have to remove with screws. And once you remove, this should dismount. So now we can move that off to the side. We can move this, and now we flip it on its back. So this is the back connector, and it's pretty hard to put on backwards. So yeah, so if we put on backward, the screw hole wouldn't line up. So hopefully you can see. I can probably knock down the exposure a little bit, so but you can see how in this hole all you see is that green circuit board. So if we put it the other way around, now you should see non-green. So if you can see the silver you can see the silver metal, unlike where if we put it backward, well, all you see is green circuit board. So it's pretty hard, and plus it does make sense because the front of the caddy have a handle, so this is where you release and pull the hard drive, so the connector would be facing backward. I mean, not backward, facing back, so because there was a black back connector, or there was a connector at the back of the unit that it's supposed to slide in. So what we're going to do is we're going to mount these screws. Now everybody may not have these because this is you may not see it in every gaming build PC. This is a lot of people buying case. A lot of the case will support it, or a lot of time the case will have a hot swap drive bay built in, already built in. So that's why you don't see this very often. And plus, this is a product probably mostly get used in business too, so that's probably why you don't see this in there very often. So as you can see, I'm not tying it down. Once I feel a little bit resistant, that's where I will stop. But we're not going to install this drive into the hot swap unit right off the bat. Once we get Windows set up, that's where we can add accessory like that. And as you can tell, just a little bit of snug because it was surrounding that slightly bit. Not a whole lot, just to give it just a very slight, snug enough where you don't feel the vibration. So, this is how a hot swap unit gets mounted. So, I'm gonna stop recording again, and let's readjust because, Windows just got done with its installation thing, okay? So, we'll be back. So, as you can see, Windows got done with its, installation. So, um, so look like it's asking us for a PC name. And the annoying thing about giving the PC its name, the way I name, my PC, it doesn't, it's kind of weird. But I will show you, um, not show you, but I will zoom in. So let me get, being I'm terrible at spelling, I usually have to bring up Google. Google is my number one, spell check, so we got that now. So what we're gonna do is, zoom in again, because why not? Why not? So you can see. There we go. So you may not see. I don't know. Hopefully you can hear me. But you will see what I mean when I put it. Or maybe it will take it. Windows 7, I had a lot of issue giving that name too. There we go. So hopefully that will accept it. Oh yeah, that's a pretty tiny font. Too bad. So, I don't know. Oh well. You may not see it or what. We'll go a little bit. There we go. It does fit perfect too. So, PC name, and plus, I want to make sure I name the PC because I use Windows file sharing. It's apparently too long. So that's my issue with Windows. So a lot of time, I don't know if I can. Whoop. Okay. So tell me I can't do spaces. Okay, there we go. And this is why I do have to go through the stupid custom, because it's not like it's simple anymore. I wish it was simple. Why do you have to make these advanced options, Microsoft? Why? So, I'm gonna be back to save a little more time on recording. So, we'll be back, okay? Oh, right. Now it's doing its hello thing, or it's doing its little, talking thing. So, as you can see. Now, normally you see this bottom window, going, but, in the BIOS, I only have, when the motherboard doing self, diagnostic, posting, la la la, the BIOS logo we're going these top monitor force, and once the window loads the software, then this bottom screen right here will get going. So right now I need to get a Ethernet and some software, well, not software, but get drivers going at least. And when we get close, when I get everything set up in window, that's where we go in here and set it up. So that's what we do, pretty much. Alright. So I'm gonna cut the camera. So but the kind of thing I should talk about too is when you do it is don't connect any printer or gamepad or your label maker just yet. Do your window update right off the bat. Do it right off the bat. Once you done a couple time, and once you do your driver, actually I do recommend do the window updates, then do the driver, and at least do the two things. Once you did your two things, then you can add your software and software for your label maker and other stuff like that. So, but anyway, I'm gonna be back in a quick moment, I guess. So, we'll be back. Okay, so we're gonna reboot Windows, and when we reboot, I'm gonna go back into BIOS and re-enable the SATA port on my motherboard, which I thought will help, but unfortunately, when you disable, I don't know what, unless I'm not disabling the hot plug thing, something along that line. So, I might be not using the function correctly. So, but I'm gonna hit the button to say restart, and it might propel, but I'm gonna keep my hand on the delete. So it's getting that ready, but it should only take a moment for it to do it. Okay, good time to hit the delete. Okay. So now we're back in the BIOS. So turn on the GoPro, and it should be fully charged. It should stay recording too. So okay, here we go. So we'll go back to no, it wasn't boot. We'll go to advanced. Let's see here. Was it that? Yes. Okay, it's on all that, and as you can see, we gotta enable all these. So right now, they're not showing up with the hard drive because I had to go in my case and yeah, see, hot plug. I think that's the enable. So I think I had to turn that off. So I think that's why it was showing up in Windows still. But you can let me know in the comment if you ran into this issue with the ASUS motherboard. Let me know if you did. Because I'm very interested if you use the story if some of the function don't work at all or what. So, but they stay empty for the moment. So all these are plugged back in. Well, not gonna plug them in yet, but at least the hot plug is enabled. So being the hot plug is enabled, I don't have to worry about rebooting. If it was not enabled, what would happen is it would not auto sense. So, and plus I'm not ready to plug in the hard drive just yet. I'm still working on the window update, but I only had to add one driver, and that was the Ethernet driver. So depending on what the internet connection you're using, so if you're using wired or Wi-Fi, I should say, or I should make a correction in my head that at least only add the Wi-Fi or driver once you get the Wi-Fi and the driver installed. Then you should able update. So I should have said that when I began the window update, but unfortunately I didn't say it. So, um, but once you get the window update all going, and other thing too is when you're doing the window update, uncheck more some of the so like NVIDIA or Intel graphic don't check mark anything related to Intel or Sound Blast or NVIDIA or something related to your hardware. That don't check mark those. That only do the window update and Windows security update, and um, there might be some Microsoft software like Silverlight, I believe. So that only do the Microsoft updates, and once you get all that, and make sure you constantly hit the button to check for update, because what would happen is if you assume that, oh, I should be done, what would happen is there's more, and Windows doesn't give you the whole lot. It would only give you a group. So just make sure you keep hitting the check for update button, so you get most of the update. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the change. So save the change and reset, and it's letting me know that I enable those two. So Windows should resume now. So uh, but that should be pretty it for the moment. I will record again showing you a software I use to install the drivers. That the software will automatically it will search for your hardware, search for software online, and once it search for software online, then it will download them for you, install them for you. So I will show you that once I get done with the window security update. Alright, so we'll be back. Okay, so I did hit the button a couple times at least to make sure Windows didn't have more update for me. So the next thing is the driver and the chipsets and all that. I wasn't hoping Windows installed NVIDIA or the Intel. I was hoping I can do that separate, but it's Windows. Apparently, Windows decided to. Uh, Windows think it's trying to be helpful, but half time it's really not. Sometimes it's a good idea to go into the NVIDIA website and download, or go to the Intel. Actually, uh, NVIDIA and ATI or AMD the little more easier to download the driver. I tend to find the Intel driver, it's a little bit confusing time to time. So, but let's let's do that. And I need to rearrange the monitor too, because unfortunately things on the monitor it's laying down. So so we'll go to my portable hard drive, my little 1 terabyte. And I do keep a lot of software, so we'll go to the driver pack solution. There are multiple there are a lot of software out there today that will do that for you. So you might watch another YouTuber, he might have a different software, um so it's the warning up front, it might be different for everybody. but you know, the basic thing is some people do use a software that I'm using. Well, it will go online, search for driver and software for your particular hardware. So as you can see now, it's brought up. So the other thing I really hate about this particular one is the software that it tries to bundle in. Mostly I install the bundle software by myself, so I don't know how this got updated auto or what, so don't know how on earth it did that, so and I do the other stuff later. Actually, let's install the other software. I'm gonna start with um the updated. I uncheck mark couple. So one of the thing I uncheck mark is the video card and the on the Ethernet, because I know those will work just fine. Then there are some stuff over here I will, but actually let's install this stuff. I don't need the Logitech. I don't need the Logitech. I don't need the Xbox controller. I don't need the Realtek, because the only reason why I'm unchecking mark the Realtek is I'm going to be using a old version of OBS. And in the past I found with OBS is OBS does not like the latest audio driver from Realtek. So I don't know what's going on with that, so but okay. So what I'm gonna do is look over, make sure I don't hit the wrong button. Make sure I go back in the software, make sure it doesn't install no make sure it doesn't install no bundle software. That's what it is, bundle. Because I can install Firefox and Chrome and other stuff. I like to install the stuff individually, the software wise, but the driver I will let install the driver. So as you can see, another thing too is we'll recreate the store point. Now, if you, other thing too I should mention is, don't worry, that's an old thing for the monitor, do that panicking thing. So, I will bring that back down. Come on, there we go. Okay, so if you're first time builder, it's a good idea to sometime start with a couple driver of this or that or what. So but oh, what the heck I'm trying to say. But there's different ways. Everybody have different ways of installing drivers. Now, if you're on Windows 10, I believe Windows 10 should find most of these drivers, but you never know. You might want to double check. And one of the things I do recommend is oh, shut up about this. so we need to reboot. I believe so. Okay, that only took a moment. And we restart. Let the driver do its thing. But everybody have different way of, like I said earlier ago. Excuse me if I'm repeating it, being I kinda lost my track of what the heck I was saying. But yeah, pretty much that's pretty it. And it did boot up pretty quick, um so pretty much I think at this point I'm gonna pause the camera again. Install a couple of software. Uh, Actually, I'm gonna pause the camera and change the battery out on this camera, and I will show you the process of copying stuff, copying file, because obviously I need to transfer the games on the suite. I need to transfer some stuff off onto this new hard drive. So I will show you that, and I'm going to show you how to initialize this brand new drive too. So we're going to show you, okay? Alright, that's another thing for that to pop up. So, but we're going to be back. La-di-la-di-la. Alright, so we are getting close. One thing I really need to add is my Wacom tablet. Right here. I don't know. My Wacom drawing tablet. Which, as you can see, I had for a while. It's kind of... I don't know if you notice the tone change, but I can probably get up close. And if you can see correctly, it over the years it's gone used a lot. Yeah, there you go. You can see how much use it got out. But I need to add the control panel software that control the function key of that tablet and the pin function too. So what I have is a SATA to USB. Now these adapters are designed for low power drive, not big drive. So please make sure you use small drive. And I need to change the battery. So in a moment it should go dead, or maybe not. Oh well, okay. I'm gonna change the battery. Oh wait. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Put it back where I had it. But anyway, so like I said, these adapters are mostly used for low power drive, which they work mostly with SSD or SSD drive and low power mechanical drive. So even laptop drive, I should say. Um, yeah, please don't try that unless you want to. I don't know. And you can get them on Newegg or or Amazon, whatever works. So all you have to do is detach it. And now another bad point with these mechanical hard drive is the circuitry at the back. That's mostly exposed, so just be careful how you set it down, I guess. Unless you have feet keep you, but just be careful. With an SSD, you don't have to worry about shortening something out, so that's great with SSD. But with mechanical laptop drive, you do have to be a little more careful. So wood or paper would do just fine to separate it. So pretty much. So at this point, I don't have nothing to say, but you know, we're getting close. But I thought I might as well show you this. So we'll be back here again after installing a couple of things and after installing the software and all that stuff, and we're getting down to the detail. And later on, I will show you that this is a good time to activate after 5 weeks or whatever. So this video is going to be delayed for a little bit. So, but we're going to be back with something. Especially the Adobe Element 8.1 or Adobe Photoshop Element. So I'm going to update you on that too, see if it went through okay or if it's still having trouble, should we say, because unfortunately, like I said earlier ago, I had to take a gamble, so hopefully hopefully it wasn't a gamble. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So we'll be back after I get the Wacom tablet installed and all that stuff. So and I may explain some other stuff too. So, but we'll be back with something. Okay. Alrighty there. So I got the Wacom tablet driver installed because the drive config all I have is this bottom one is my SSD, mostly that for window mostly in what I'm trying to think, in drivers and a little bit of software that works with some. So so that's what the drive configuration I'm going to be doing. So as you can see, as you seen earlier ago, we mounted this brand new 1 TB drive onto this sled. So and plus we're not getting close to the screen capture yet too. So that's another software configuration. So what we're gonna do is slide in and lock her up, and now and I think we can plug all the drive. And the other thing too is we assign the letters too, because like I said, I'm using DaVinci Resolve 12, so I want to make sure when I reopen that DaVinci Resolve can re-find it easily, because if we change the drive letter, DaVinci Resolve is not going to re-find that. So that make sure you take a snapshot of the drive letter too. I should correct that too, but hopefully you did watching the video fully before you decide to do this. So, but anyway, so let's slide on in the front of the case to Bay No 2. This is why I like it. Because I don't have to go in the case. But unfortunately, I had to go in the case to unplug my other hard drive. So, but you know, let me know in the comment if I'm misusing that, disabling the SATA port. So, but anyway, so let's slide on in, and let's see if I know the hot plug is disabled on drive bay 2 or drive bay 2. So so I'm not sure if it will show up. So let's point the camera at the screen. Let's refocus you too. Don't like how this tripod that spring back, because it does make it awfully hard to awfully hard to to aim. So, but anyway, let's see if the we have to go to disk management software. So that's what we have to do. And the good thing with Windows 8.1, they have this little right click, so it's right there, and make it, and it just recognize that it's it just recognized there was a brand new drive. So and it will let you know GP will not recognize previous version of Windows. So what meaning is like Windows XP, but I think Windows 7 and Vista and 8.1 and Windows 10 should read the partition table. So we'll hit next. So and it's in unallocated space too. So let me. I'm gonna pull up a photo of the drive config that I had. And, hopefully I did. Yes, drive config, because when I do the unallocated space, I will put it back where it was. So let me move that in the middle for you, or make it a little bit larger. There we go. So we select the black box, and we're gonna go simple volume. The default settings. So if you are making large partition, partition meaning that you can make a separate space. It's kind of like house with separate room space, basically. But for me, I'm not thinking putting walls in my house. I'm thinking my house would be wide open with no walls. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And if you want to Google search it for a little more defined, term, that's totally up to you. If you want to Google search, but I'm trying to make it simple for you people to understand. So, what was it? It was labeled F previously, so, see if we have the F available. Okay, who have the F? Who have the F? Who have the F? Oh, it's Mr. USB 3.0, so we need to change the letter on that. USB, let's put USB on O. So, like, simple way is to go to this. I believe we go to property. It's been a while too, so I might have a little trouble. Okay, so we have to go over to that blue box and right click, I believe, whichever button to give you that little menu, okay? And I believe change drive letter, so we're gonna change it to O. Once we should change it to O, it's gonna let us know the warning oh, if you change the drive letter, your program might get a little confused. So it did let us know, but it's a portable hard drive. I'm not that concerned. Okay, so we should go back to the other drive, the 1 terabyte. So we're gonna go back to the simple volume again, all we had to redo go into the simple volume. Like I said before, um, we're not gonna make more. Okay, so that still got filled up pretty quick. While I was going through the process, but anyway, like I said, with the partition space, obviously it's going to be like a big garage for my programming software. Um, so we assigned it to the F level as normal, and that's where we want to make sure we want the quick format selected, because if you don't, you're gonna be staying on your computer for an awfully long time. So we got NTF or XFAT, but we're gonna keep it as NTFAT, and we're gonna leave that default, and we're gonna name it the name that I normally go with these secondary drive program ST, and we hit next. So after I name program ST, I did hit next. We did hit finish, and there we go. It made a large partition hard drive space now. So, and now it let us know Windows found a removable drive. So, which Windows unfortunately can't figure out that this is not a removable drive. This is a permanent drive that will stay on this particular uh, drive. But the other four 1 TB drive I have mounted in the computer, those can be moved to another computer. So, pretty much. So, I believe at this point, this is the point that I'm going to be mostly installing the software, and it's a very, very time consuming to install all your software. So, wish me good luck with that. Um, so pretty much that's it at this point, and I will update you once I get all done. And like I said, before I activate, but I will let you know. I will film again when I'm ready to activate the window again. So, in 3 weeks or 5 weeks, I don't know. Maybe 3, I don't know. Whatever I decide, but this video is gonna be late, so it's like we're filming on Tuesday on the 17th of October, and this is probably be coming out on, most likely, depending if I get around or not. It's probably gonna be next month, somewhere next month, and that's where the video will be released. So pretty much, that's pretty it for the most boring part. So excuse me if this video got a little bit longer or so, but anyway, I think we're gonna stop at this point, and we're gonna be reinstalling the software, and we configuring this Metro UI, or this, I don't know. This Metro UI is stuck in my head ever since they introduced this. So yeah, it's stuck in my head. So, and plus I can't remember what other name they have changed it to right now, but you know, it's stuck. So once I get this all reconfigure and all that stuff, I will show you around. Alright, so we'll be back. Magic moment. Okay, fast forward to next month. Alright. Okay, microphone nice and light. Let's see how my. Let's see here. There it is. Okay, so there we go. So as you can see, we got window up and running. fully up and running on the software. And it got fully activated, so I will overlay a little shot of, yes, window is fully activated, and yes, it's a 1 hour video of me installing, but it's hard to make a video under 20 minutes to install window because you gotta be I was trying to be very detailed, so I probably will make a quick update, a quick video or a quick overview of the window installation process. Just in case there was people who don't want to watch a 1 hour video of window installation. Um, then I was gonna update you on Photoshop. I got Photoshop, what the heck, 8.0 Element or Photoshop, no, Adobe Element 8.0. That one is installed and fully activated again. And I need to take care of that in the future. I need to someday, um, get a new version of Adobe. So what I'm hoping in the future, going along, is I would get a subscription plan of Adobe CS, Photoshop. So that's what I'm hoping in the future, is get that before. Um, Hoping I can keep the before I do the next installation on a new computer, I should say. Especially when it comes to a desktop computer. I'm gonna set you down for one moment. I'm gonna set you down for one moment if the camera will cooperate. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. Might have to put a mouse under it to make sure. There we go. Quickly do something. And pick you up yet again. Gently, without making you motion sickness. So, that's one thing I need to move forward in the future, is get a new version, because obviously being Adobe have changed a lot of their license, well, their activation system, being that Photoshop Element 8.0, being that they older version, and being they have changed, the older version probably doesn't know what have changed. So that need to be in the future. That's what I'm hoping. So, other thing I need to think about, probably not too much. And the one thing I did had a little bit of snafu with is the window, the home group file sharing between two computers. I had a little bit issue, and one of the frustrating part with the window file sharing is when you enable, or when you do file sharing, or when you do the home group thing, when you got the home group set up, you have to deal with the stupid file permission, which I had to deal with. So that was one of the little headache. I might have to remove that part. I already added the little clip of me trying to fix the file sharing, and didn't turn out too good, because I had the laptop screen, my Lenovo laptop, I had the screen very dark, and being I have very dark, it's, I don't know, I don't feel like putting that that quality up, I might put a little bit overlay or something, or give you a quick B-roll shot or a overlay shot of the window file permission shenanigans. So yeah, I had to add the stupid home group and do the stupid file permission. Had to add that, so I had to go like into a directory thing that you can allow user, or you can allow a type of user access file or what. So I had to go into that and deal with that for a bit. So yeah, if you're on the Apple computer, I'm pretty sure the file sharing with the Apple computer, I'm pretty sure it's set up much simpler, I should say, and probably does work probably work very good. It just, when it comes to window home group file sharing, it's always a stupid issue with the file sharing. So it didn't um with Windows 7. I didn't have to set up the home group. You just had to go in the file manager and go to the network section, and you would pick the computer on the network, and you could sign in simply, and you were able um, to add files or transfer the file to a laptop to a desktop. So but right now with Windows 8.1, I've been finding that you have to have that home group thing, because for whatever reason it kind of does not want to work correctly without the home group. Um, so, so that's the only bad thing about that is with Windows, I think, you know. I feel like Windows 7 got a little more better handle on the file sharing than Windows 8.1. That funny, Windows 8.1 with the file sharing, it's a little more of a headache, should we say? So, but anyway, yeah, I think this video been long enough. So, I'm gonna say, if you made it that far in the video, I'm gonna say, thank you for watching my YouTube videos, and thank you for watching that 1 hour video of me reinstalling Windows, if you made it that far. So, huge well, hopefully I didn't say that. Excuse that speech. Sometimes my speech can say wrong stuff. But anyway, so everything is working out as you can see, so excuse that. Heavy camera. This is what happens when you try to do a little vlog style. But anyway, like I said, thank you for watching. If you're interested feel free to check out the other video, and if you check out other videos that you are interested of, and if there's video that you like, if you like my video style, or if you like the content I put on my YouTube channel, that feel free to subscribe, and if you want to get notified, if you want to be up to date of stuff I post, just feel free to hit the bell notification to get notified, and hit the bell notification, give the video likes. If you think the video, I know the video was kind of unprofessional, so, but, without this computer running, without this PC running, I wouldn't make a good content if that PC was not up and running. So, but yeah. So like I said a while ago, just give it a like or dislike, whatever you feel like. Then check out the video notes below the video to click on show me more. If you don't, you will only see the channel link or hyperlink to the YouTube channel. So if you don't click on show me more, you will miss out on some of the channel the channel links. So um click on show me more, channel email address that's not type link, so you do have to copy and paste it to somewhere if you want to send me an email if you want to. Then Amazon wish list that you're welcome to support. So if you send something or if you got something off of my Amazon wish list, you will get shouted out on the YouTube channel. So if you want to help out with Kino Gears or mostly project in general. So if there's PC project that you want to support me on, that feel free. And some community tech tip forums that you're welcome to say hi. So if you want to sign up with one of those community tech tip forums, feel free to say hi. Then what else? What else? Then if you have any nice comment or any question, that pop in below the comment section. So, if I need to clarify, something, that let me know in the comment below the video. So, anyway, I will catch you next time with a way shorter video. So. And like I said, I will make a little short recap video of reinstalling Windows. So just in case you're not interested of watching the 1 hour video, that follow the video or let somebody know there is a shorter video. But anyway, I will catch you next time. I will see you later, and excuse that automatic stop or thing. Didn't think I was rambling long enough, so. But anyway, I will catch you next time.